Well, make no mistake about it, this woman, she is a true house of fire, the Wrestling All Day Podcast Women's Champion, Mickie James.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following Women's Championship contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Richmond, Virginia, she is the Wrestling All Day Podcast Women's Champion, Hardcore Country, Mickie James.
Who's going to step up? Who's going to be swept aside? We're going to find out. And we're about to find out right here and now. And now, whoa, wait a minute. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second time we're seeing this woman here step up to challenge for the Wrestling All Day Podcast Women's Championship.
Introducing the opponent from Newark, New Jersey, the Boricua Badass, Tasha Steelz.
Tasha Steelz stepping up to the plate for the second time. It was her tag team partner, Kiara Hogan, who was defeated last week by Mickie James, for Mickie to win the Wrestling All Day Podcast Women's Championship. And now, Tasha Steelz, somebody who Mickie James has lots of history with, set to go one-on-one with the future WWE Hall of Famer. Tasha Steelz looking to lock it up here with Mickie James. Both of these women have had some historic bouts over the Impact Knockouts Championship, including a showdown at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia in a street fight. But ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Wrestling All Day Podcast Women's Championship, and that title is on the line now. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a Raw Arena and a SmackDown referee. But it doesn't change the fact that we got Tasha Steelz and we've got Mickie James one-on-one. Here we go. This match officially underway, and Tasha goes right after Mickie, but Mickie giving it right back to Tasha. Of course, Mickie James, a former Knockouts champion, that was stated. Mickie James, a former women's champion in the WWE. And right now, at the mercy of Tasha Steelz, Steelz looking to fly. Big leg drop from the top rope. The Boricua Badass taken to the skies early, going to the high rent district, but Mickie James right back into the fight. Of course, Mickie James, a veteran of this sport, over 15 years of experience. Oh, man. And now Mickie taking down Tasha. Like I said before, these two are no stranger to each other. And now it's Mickie James going to the top rope, and the challenger's in trouble. Here comes Mickie. No, Mickie waiting. No, she's not. Big elbow. Now Mickie James gonna rain those fists down on Tasha Steelz' skull, stomping out the Boricua Badass. But Tasha turns it around and gives some elbows of her own right to the face of Mickie James. Tasha Steelz, the last time she was involved in the Women's Championship match, it was the first ever Wrestling All Day Podcast Women's Championship match. And of course, Tasha Steelz was not victorious in that match. Otherwise, she would have been champion, not Rosemary. But now here comes Tasha. Oh! Mickie James with the wherewithal to get the hell out of the way, but Tasha doesn't seem to be too fazed by it. But she was fazed by that kick. Now she could be fazed. No, maybe not. I would say she could be fazed by what Mickie James has in store for her. But never mind, Tasha Steelz gets out of it, and now Tasha, flatliner, puts down Mickie James. Now driving James' skull into the mat over and over again. Tasha came to win. She came to avenge her tag team partner, and a big neck breaker puts down Mickie James. Into the cover. Is this going to be enough to put away the champion? No. Wasn't even enough for a 1 count. And now Tasha Steelz off the rope, kick to the face, and a neck breaker, the Wizard of Oz. Tasha Steelz gets tripped up by Mickie James. And the women's champion is back in control, and there is the mitt kick. And that may be it for Tasha, too. And no, Tasha Steelz gets the shoulder up. Mickie James firing out of nowhere with the mitt kick. Looking for that DDT, now she's got it. Up and down. Tasha Steelz playing it with authority into the cover. And Mickie is going to retain. Mickie James making short work last week of Kiara Hogan, making short work this week of Tasha Steelz. Who the hell is going to stop Mickie James? Take a look at that Mick kick to the face, followed it up. What was that Mick kick again? Followed it up with a massive DDT, and look at that! How hard she drove Tasha Steelz into the mat. Mickie James was making sure that Tasha Steelz was staying the hell down. There was no way Tasha was getting back up.
Here's your winner, and still the Wrestling All Day Podcast Women's Champion, Mickie James.
Mickie James victorious here tonight, retaining the Wrestling All Day Podcast Women's Championship. And that can only signal the arrival of one man, one monster, one champion. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Voorhees, the most dominant Wrestling All-Day champion in history.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following championship contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, formerly residing in Crystal Lake, New Jersey, now residing in his own personal section of hell, the Wrestling All Day Podcast Champion, Jason Voorhees.
Against Kane. And now here tonight, another challenger is going to step up to challenge Jason Voorhees. But the question is, if you're the challenger, what's running through your mind? Jason Voorhees, I just said, knocked off 19 competitors in one night. He beat a giant pickle. He beat Bam Bam Bigelow and the Big Red Machine Kane. If you're the challenger here, I'm a little worried. Jason Voorhees has been able to stop any and all challengers so far, and I don't think tonight's going to be any different. But that remains to be seen. Who is going to step up to the challenge? Let's find out. Oh my God! It's Sting!
And introducing the opponent from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 250 pounds, this is Sting!
Well, from ECW to WCW, Jason Voorhees cuts no corners. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight he may have to, because he's in there with a ring general. A true definition of professional wrestler. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Sting. The icon, the vigilante, the former WCW World Champion, former TNA World Champion, WWE Hall of Famer, and potentially Wrestling All Day Podcast Champion if Jason Voorhees isn't careful. Ladies and gentlemen, the title is on the line, here and now. Oh my God, what are we about to see here? Jason Voorhees versus Sting. Match officially underway, and the Stinger goes right after Jason, but Jason Voorhees just too powerful. Sting's gonna have to go to war here tonight, and Sting is no stranger to war. We've seen how he did it with Hulk Hogan. We've seen the war he went to with Triple H at WrestleMania. We've seen the wars he's went to with DDP, Bret Hart, and more. The Icon now applying the shoulder flaw on Jason. That's what you want to call that. But now Sting, big splash, nobody home. Jason Voorhees able to get out of the way. Wrestling All Day Podcast champion Jason Voorhees has been unstoppable since winning that championship. He won the Random Rumble to retain his title. He won Hell in a Cell to keep the title. He's defeated Bam Bam Bigelow, God. And now he's just trying to cave in the chest of Sting. Of course, Sting, a part of the NWO, a part of the NWO Wolfpack. Sting has been a member of the Main Event Mafia. Sting has done it all in the world of professional wrestling. Wrestled the very last Monday Nitro match in history against Ric Flair. Oh! And of course, referee's discretion here. He is going to make the count and try to attempt to get these guys back in the ring. And Jason clawing at the face of Sting again. Champion's advantage on the side of Jason Voorhees. He's counted out or disqualified. He retains the title, but he's back in the ring now with Sting. And perhaps they can submission attempt here. No, trying to cave in the face this time. First it was the chest, now it's the face of Sting. Delivering those hammering blows, and now it's Jason stomping right on the wrist, stomping on the fingers now, it looks like, of Jason, or excuse me, of the Stinger. But Sting not phased, rushing right after Jason Voorhees. Oh! God! Jason Voorhees with a bear hug, turning into a spine buster. Now where the hell is Jason going? Jason up top! Freaking hopped up there. Oh! God! Catching Sting with the elbow across the face. This may be short work here for Jason Voorhees. A submission? No. Not quite. What the hell is this? Torture rack! Another submission that Sting should be familiar with. That was the submission of Lex Luger, but an elbow to the mask of Jason Voorhees, and that mask is going to offer some protection, but not much when you're in there against Sting, because Sting is a man who's going to hurt you and make sure that you feel it for the next couple of weeks. And now Sting, submission applied here, trying to rip the mask of Jason Voorhees off, and you got to believe if he rips that mask off, Jason Voorhees may be forced to submit. Jason does not want to be seen without his mask. And now look at the strength of the Icon. Sting stalling suplex to Jason Voorhees, plants him down. The Wrestling All Day Podcast Championship on the line here. Will it go back to an actual wrestler here tonight? Sting flies across the ring into the cover on Jason. Is this it? Is this it? No. So far, the only wrestler to hold the Wrestling All Day Podcast Championship was the viral villain Violence. Oh no! Here comes the Scorpion Deathlock! And Sting has that son of a bitch applied! Jason Voorhees may have no choice but to submit. The Stinger's got it locked in. Jason is in trouble. But Sting loosens his grip. He might have felt his finger slip and decided to just give up. Jason nails an enziguri. He might have felt his finger slipping and decided to release the hold, but Jason Voorhees almost instantly recovered, but now it's Sting sending Jason into the corner, but Jason fights back. And now it's Sting. Oh, plant it down big time again there by Voorhees, who just whips Sting across the ring. Is he gonna do it again? Oh my God. Just ripping Sting across the ring like he's a small child, and now Jason Voorhees gets countered by the Stinger, and the challenger got him up again here. Oh! Sling him down right on his face. Now what the hell else could Sting have in mind here, sending Jason into the corner. Here comes Sting! Stinger splash countered by Voorhees. Big clothesline takes Sting off his feet. And now, oh, stomping right on the face. And again, for good measure, Sting's got to get something going here. Jason Voorhees is trying to crush the skull of Sting. Oh my God, and Sting now showing the wounds of war. Sting has been busted open by Jason Voorhees' attempts to crush his damn skull. And now Jason, oh no. Oh, wait a minute, Sting fought out. Sting fought out of it. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Yeah, Sting fought out. It went right back into it. Jason Voorhees plants him with the choke slam. Center of the ring. Sting is down. 2, 3, no. Sting kicked out at 2. Sting got the shoulder up. Jason Voorhees right there waiting. This could be the end of days. No, Sting countered. DDT dropping Voorhees. I was going to say this could be the end of the days for Stinger, but now it's the Stinger with something lined up. Uh-oh. Going back to the well here. Sting's got him, center of the ring. Scorpion deathlock. Is Jason Voorhees going to tap? Is Jason going to tap? Sting's got it locked in. Sting has it locked in. No. Sting lets him out. Jason might have passed out. That's smart. Jason might have passed out. 2. Sting is champion. And say what you want about Jason Voorhees. He passed out to the Scorpion Deathlock. But what a champion. What a champion Jason Voorhees has been. I said it, at some point, someone's going to have to stop him. Right here, when Sting kicked out of that choke slam, this is where desperation set in for Voorhees, because he knew Sting is no ordinary man. That is the icon, the vigilante, the Hall of Famer that you're in the ring with. Jason passed out. Take absolutely nothing away. He's been a hell of a champion. But in the end, the icon Sting, the new Wrestling All Day Podcast champion.
Here is your winner and new Wrestling All Day Podcast champion, the Icon Sting.
Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get much more intense than that. The Stinger with a huge, huge victory. The new Wrestling All Day Podcast champion, ending the reign of Jason Voorhees. Ladies and gentlemen, the Icon Sting, the new Wrestling All Day Podcast champion. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope to see you for the next one. For the Wrestling All Day Podcast, I'm Matty Smackdown. Peace out, guys.